Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bachelor Zach Shallcross surprises Kaity Biggar with second proposal. Bachelor Zach Shallcross got engaged to Kaity Biggar during his season finale of the show. The couple got engaged in November 2022 while the proposal actually aired in March 2023. Now, on their second anniversary, he decided to express his love again by getting down on one knee for a second time. Keep reading to find out more. Bachelor Zach Shallcross decided to surprise his fiancée Kaity Biggar on their 2-year anniversary and propose for a second time. The proposal took place on a yacht and Kaity has her Instagram post tagged as being in Lisbon, Portugal. She shared the exciting news with fans on Friday evening. Kaity shared multiple photos including a shot of her huge diamond ring. She wrote, "How lucky am I to get to say yes to you twice." Less than a week ago Zach was gushing about Kaity on her birthday saying, "Happy birthday to the love of my life. Couldn't imagine doing life without you, I love you more and more each day." 30th-20. The happy couple recently revealed that they are not rushing down the aisle. After seeing how much weddings cost at certain venues, they decided to put the brakes on and wait until they find the perfect spot with the perfect price tag. They know they want to be married to each other, so they figured it's no big deal to do it on their own timeline. Zach and Kaity moved into a new house in January 2024. They also recently adopted a puppy. Bachelor Nation showed up in the comments and offered their congrats to Zach Shallcross and Kaity Biggar. Several alums also chimed in to send their well wishes to them both. A few of the women from Zach's season also commented. Gabby Elnicki said, "Obsessed," and "OMG." Many fans also commented on how gorgeous her ring is. Others said congrats for the second time. Here are some of the other comments. At Zach Shallcross, the realiest dude, and I'm fighting anyone that tell me otherwise. Congrats at Kaity Biggar, a heart twice the size deserves twice the engagements. Love it, so happy for you guys. Kaity. So far Zach has not commented on their exciting news. What do you think about Zach proposing to Kaity for the second time on their 2-year anniversary? Stay tuned for more updates. Zach Shallcross surprises Kaity Biggar with a second proposal. The morning sun glinted off the rolling waves of the Pacific, casting a golden hue over the private beach Zach Shallcross had rented for the day. Kaity Biggar had no idea what was in store for her. Their engagement, forged on the finale of The Bachelor, had been a whirlwind of emotions, public appearances, and countless interviews. But now, months later, Zach felt it was time to revisit their love story in a way that was truly theirs. Kaity was lounging on the deck of their beachfront rental, sipping coffee and flipping through a dog-eared novel. Her laughter rang out as Zach joined her, wearing his signature grin and carrying a tray of fresh fruit. "Breakfast for my queen," he said, placing the tray down. "You're spoiling me," Kaity teased, but her eyes sparkled with affection. "That's the idea," Zach replied, kissing her forehead. As they settled into their morning routine, Zach's mind raced with anticipation. Today wasn't just another day. It was the day he would ask Kaity to marry him again, this time without cameras, producers, or the weight of a televised competition hanging over them. A plan set in motion. Weeks of planning had led to this moment. Zach had consulted Kaity's closest friends and even her family, coordinating every detail to ensure the day felt intimate and meaningful. From the custom-made ring that reflected her understated elegance to the handwritten vows he had labored over, everything was ready. After breakfast, Zach casually suggested a walk on the beach. Kaity, ever the adventurer, agreed without hesitation. She slipped into a flowing sundress, the sea breeze catching her hair as they made their way toward the water. Unbeknownst to Kaity, a hidden path had been transformed into a magical escape. Strings of fairy lights twinkled under a canopy of palm trees, and soft acoustic music played from a concealed speaker. At the center of it all was a small, white gazebo adorned with Kaity's favorite flowers, peonies and baby's breath. As they approached the setup, Kaity's steps slowed. "Zach," she said, her voice tinged with surprise and curiosity. He took her hand, his eyes locked on hers. "Come with me," he whispered. The second proposal. Inside the gazebo, a small table held a photo album of their journey together. From their first meeting on The Bachelor to quiet moments away from the spotlight, each memory was preserved with love. Kaity flipped through the pages, her smile growing with every picture. "Zach, this is incredible," she said, her voice breaking slightly. "It's only the beginning," he said, dropping to one knee. Kaity gasped, her hands flying to her mouth. "Zach, what are you doing?" "I'm asking you again to spend the rest of your life with me," Zach began, his voice steady despite the emotion evident in his eyes. "Kaity, the first time I proposed to you, I knew I loved you. But over these past months, I've realized that love isn't just about grand gestures or perfect moments. It's about the quiet mornings, the laughter we share, and the way you make every day brighter just by being you. This proposal isn't for the cameras or the fans. It's for us, for the life we're building together. Will you marry me?" Tears streamed down Kaity's face as she nodded, unable to speak. Finally, she managed, "Yes, Zach. 1,000,000 times, yes." He slipped the new ring onto her finger, a delicate design with a central diamond surrounded by smaller stones, symbolizing their shared journey. As they embraced, the music swelled, and the sound of clapping reached their ears. Kaity turned to see her family and closest friends emerging from the trees, cheering and celebrating the moment. "You didn't," Kaity exclaimed, laughing through her tears. "I couldn't do this without them," Zach admitted. "They're part of what makes you, you." The celebration. The rest of the day was a dream. A long table had been set up under the palm trees, adorned with candles and floral arrangements. Their loved ones joined them for a feast, sharing stories and toasts. Kaity's best friend stood to speak, her voice filled with emotion. "Kaity, I've watched you grow into the incredible woman you are today. Seeing you and Zach together is like watching two puzzle pieces click into place. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and I know Zach will make sure you have it." Zach's father also took a moment to share his thoughts. "From the moment I met Kaity, I knew she was special. And seeing the way she lights up my son's life, there's no doubt in my mind that they're meant to be." As the sun dipped below the horizon, Zach led Kaity to the water's edge. They danced barefoot in the sand, the sound of waves their only accompaniment. "I can't believe you did all this," Kaity said, resting her head on his shoulder. "Believe it," Zach replied. "Because this is just the beginning. Our real love story starts now." A promise renewed. The second proposal wasn't about proving anything to the world, it was about reaffirming their commitment to each other. Away from the glitz and drama of The Bachelor, Zach and Kaity had found something real, something worth cherishing. As the stars sparkled above them, Kaity looked up at Zach, her heart full. "I love you," she said simply. "I love you more," he replied, sealing his promise with a kiss. In that moment, surrounded by the people they loved and the beauty of the world around them, Zach and Kaity knew they had everything they needed, each other, forever.